In today's news, BVI Tourism reopens December 1st.
And Rotary Club Sunrise donates 14 laptops to ESHS, ASPS, and ESPS students. And former Education Minister shares views on resuming in-class sessions. All this and more when 284 News returns. Is business slow? Cash flow down? Hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media at cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works. Welcome everybody. It's Tuesday, September 22nd, 2020. We're coming to you live and direct from the beautiful British Virgin Islands and of course our paradise, Nature's Little Secrets. I'm Ron Grant.
And I am Kyla Kenesha Forbes. Ron, so much to get into today.
Indeed.
So much has happened today, and let's jump right into it.
Of course, before we get into our newscast of viewers, we want to just touch on a quick news summary. Of course, Higher BVI, their back-to-school distribution drive is to be held on September 26th. Of course, that had to be rescheduled due to the present COVID-19 situations and the curfew imposed. But just so you know, it has been rescheduled, and we're going to give you more details on that as we go along.
Most definitely. We're definitely excited for that, but even more exciting news, Ron, for the Virgin Islands economy, as the announcement for the reopening of our borders to tourists is on December 1st. Now, the BVI Tourist Board rolled out its BVI Love Launch Tourism campaign last evening, the 21st of September 2020. And persons might be wondering, what is BVI Love specifically? But the newly appointed Director of Tourism, Mr. Clive McCoy, explained what BVI Love really means, especially to him. And BVI Love is the clarion call for tourism to take a new look, a new feel, a new image, and a new perspective. BVI Love is our people, and our people in turn are tourism. Who we are is tourism. So in BVI Love, we will strengthen and prepare the industry in the new normal as we reopen our borders and step forward with vigor to welcome those who want to experience BVI Love. BVI Love's campaign is designed to bolster BVI's image locally, regionally, and abroad by focusing on what makes the BVI special, and especially as a business jurisdiction. BVI Love is what binds us together. It is a reminder that we are unique. BVI Love is a call to action to grow, to be better, to stand firm, where we are excited to revamp and improve on where we were yesterday, to modernize, to focus on our strong points, and to remember that our resilience, BVI Love, is what keeps us going. End quote. Ron, really and truly, it's definitely exciting. And December 1st, the Virgin Islands will be open for business. Now, viewers, I want you to take a quick look at this video.
Our most difficult days are soon behind us, and a world of possibilities lie ahead. We are pleased to brighten our sun, to unfurl our beaches, to sharpen our services, and to extend our arms in full embrace. Everything is ready for you. We just hope you're ready for us. When should you come? There's no better time like the present. Come now. You'll experience a love like no other. It's the kind of love we call BVI Love. It's so much better if you feel it in person. We are open on December 1st, 2020. Come, feel.
Now, Ron, BVI Love indeed. Are you excited?
Most definitely. You know I love my BVI. There's no doubt about that. That is our Nature's Little Secrets, and I think it's about time that the rest of the world realize that BVI love as well. So I'm excited for us to share it with them.
Definitely. As we saw that announcement being rolled out last night, we saw where visitors were definitely ecstatic by the news. So as we move on, just to lament more on that story, the Premier of the Virgin Islands, Honorable Andrew Foy, while addressing the launch of the BVI Love Launch tourism campaign yesterday, September 2nd, as I said, stated that the Virgin Islands will open to visitors on December 1st. He said that the government is optimistic and is vigorously preparing for the reopening of the territory to welcome back tourists amongst us. Premier Foy said, and I quote, "The territory has 2 full months to prepare, and we as a people must get it right. We must get it done by all working together, both the government and the private sector," end quote. The Premier said that the government intends to reopen the territory in the safest way possible, using science and technology as a guide. I quote, "This next phase also comes with a risk factor, where if a case of COVID-19 gets into a territory, then it can go through the whole community very quickly. That is why we must use technology," he said, adding, "The concentration must be to use technology through a simulation prior to demonstrate that the technology will complement the science to greatly assist us in reopening in the safest human way possible," end quote. The Premier is holding the residents of the Virgin Islands accountable as they must do their part to suppress the spread of the virus, Ron. Now, Chairwoman of the Board of Directors of the BVI Tourist Board, Mrs. Kenesha Sprov, said that in a highly competitive global tourism market, you have to bring your A game, nothing less. And Ron, I cannot agree with her more. This is very true. As you know, every other destination in the world is fighting for just a little piece of the pie of our already very difficult tourism market, amidst COVID-19. Chairwoman Sprov assured that the board is taking this task very seriously, as they know how much our territory is depending on the tourism industry. She revealed that even before COVID-19 began to affect economies around the world and global tourism, the BVI Tourist Board was already studying the recent developments in the global arena and exploring options for how we could increase arrivals and visitor spend. Ron, definitely, we are very excited for this news, but it will not be an easy task, because as mentioned before, every jurisdiction, every destination is trying to get just a little bit of the pie, and we definitely have to put our A game out there, and that is everyone, the government, the people of the Virgin Islands, people in the tourism industry, the hospitality industry. We definitely have to put on our cap as we enter into this new arena.
Kyle, I could not agree with you more. I know Virgin Islanders, residents, friends all across the region and internationally are quite excited about this news. One of the things we have to continue to look at quite closely as the government of the Virgin Islands has issued this announcement is what exactly are going to be the protocols moving forward as it pertains to this border reopening. Of course, like the Honorable Leader of Government Business, the Honorable Premier Andrew Foy said, it's not going to be an easy task, and it even opens us up for more risk, but we've taken this step, which we ultimately have to. We look forward to the full internal reopening, which I think is going to be of paramount importance in order to segue into the border reopening. But we look forward to see what procedures and measures are going to be released by the government of the Virgin Islands, so that Virgin Islanders and visitors wishing to return during this period of reopening could be better equipped and aware of, what they're working with, as persons have already hit the ordering and purchasing of tickets.
Exactly.
So they have to know what they're getting into, and that we look forward to hearing sooner rather than later.
I cannot agree with you more. That is the most important part. Yes, we are reopened on December 1st, but those details are very important, and we hope that they are coming in short order.
Most definitely. Now, viewers, continuing on the local scene, great news. Members of the Rotary Club Sunrise Roadtown on Friday, September 18th, 2020, made donations of 14 laptops to students of the Elmore South High School, the Althea Scatliff Primary School, and the Enid Scatliff Pre-Primary School. Now, present at the handover ceremony at the Althea Scatliff Primary School was President of the Rotary Club Sunrise, Mrs. Kenesha Sprov. We just spoke about her. Talk about a young career woman that's wearing a lot of hats, as well as the Director of Youth Service Projects, Ms. Marian Blighting. past President Gretchen Hodge, along with the principals, parents, and of course the well-deserved student recipients. Now, in an invited comment, Director of Youth Services Projects, Ms. Marion Blyden, said, and I quote, "Rotary has always been committed to youth development and promoting basic education and literacy within communities. To this end, the Rotary Club Sunrise of Rotown has embarked on numerous initiatives towards these areas of focus. Our newest initiative, donation of laptops to students, was geared towards promoting basic education by assisting youths within our communities to obtain the resources required for learning in this new era. Now, the availability of resources required for a successful learning experience, especially during these very unprecedented times, it is a real need in our community, and Rotary Club Sunrise thought it necessary to assist with the same." Now, Director Blyden continued by saying, and I quote, "We are delighted that we were able to partner with the business community, Republic Bank Limited, Junior Minister, the Honorable Cherie DeCastro, Motions the Art Studio, Stinky's Barbershop, Terry's Garbage Disposal, and Tortola Express to allow us to provide 14 laptops to students in need. Rotary Club of Rotown remains committed to supporting the needs of our communities." Kyla, Miss Marion Blyden, who is also the present director at the Republic Bank, also issued a press release, the Republic Bank issuing their statement, really solidifying, similar to what was said already, in collaboration with organizations of such, as we speak about ever so often, corporate community partnership as well as a nonprofit partnership is quite crucial in really pushing the mantle and really supporting students and different agencies across the region. Earlier today, I sat down with the women of WIN BVI, another nonprofit organization who is geared towards assisting women. So we see where in these very crucial times, COVID-19, it's really going to take a village, and we are proud to see that the Rotary Club Sunrise, 14 laptops, that is not a simple matter. That's 14 students who are equipped, particularly in this online era, to have exactly what they need, and that's great news.
Most definitely, Ron. I think it takes an all-hands-in approach, and we see where nonprofits or corporate entities are putting their hands in to assist persons as we just adapt to this new normal. So we really hope to see more of this going forward. As you said, Rotary Sunshine has really, Sunrise, I always do that, definitely have been on the ground and doing the best that they can. So we definitely want to applaud them. Now, viewers, still ahead, a former education minister shares views on the resuming of in-class sessions. You don't want to miss this. This is 284 News, and we'll be right back.
Yes. You want top of all?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Viewers, welcome back. You're watching 284 News out of the British Virgin Islands. Now, continuing on the local scene, in a recent Facebook post, former Education Minister Myron V. Wallen shared his thoughts on the resuming of in-class sessions across the territory of the Virgin Islands. Now, the announcement that schools are now allowed to resume in-class sessions with safety measures in place came on Friday, September 18th, 2020, just a few days after the official reopening of the 2020-21 academic school year. Now, the official statement, as we would have told you earlier, stated, and I quote, "One such decision was to instruct the Attorney General's chambers to amend the Suppression Order Number 6 to allow private schools, daycare centers, preschool, and colleges to open for in-school instruction where approved, following inspection by the Social Monitoring Task Force and, of course, the Ministry of Education, and in compliance with the social distancing protocols of 6 feet and sanitization measures." It was further announced in regards to public schools, these institutions will be opened in phases. At the moment, only the following groups will be allowed for in-person instructions: at the technical education students, students with special needs, and the marginalized students and adult education students as specified and approved, of course, by the Chief Education Officer. Now, in response to a recent announcement, former Education Minister Walwyn said in a Facebook post, and I quote, "I'm very pleased to see that the decision has been taken to start face-to-face instructions in the classroom. There, however, needs to be one comprehensive plan developed spanning pre-opening procedures, in-school procedures if a student or teacher contracts COVID, etc., and it should be followed across the board by all institutions, whether public or private." He continued by saying it should also be made a public document to parents and all stakeholders are as confident as possible that students and teachers are safe. It also provides a measuring stick for compliance by the various institutions. Now, Kyla, I took to the streets early today to really get an idea of the tone across the territory. Of course, parents and students have been eagerly anticipating, I think, this decision, but we really wanted to get a feel of what parents felt about this decision. Were they scared? Were they nervous? Take a look. Here's what some of them had to say.
So as a parent, I am excited for the beginning of the new school year, but I do have some reservations as it relates to the online learning platform and the in-person platform that they are creating for our students. One of my concerns is I wished over the summer break that they had done an assessment that would identify the children who may not have been doing very well during the online platform. You may know some students, but learning at home, I think would be slightly different. And I think an assessment to identify students who were struggling, even though they were good students in person, struggling online, I think that would have been a necessity before moving forward. I am happy that there would be some in-person interaction, but I'm also anticipating what that would look like. Is it per square footage? Is it, only X amount of students? What the details of that is definitely something I'm looking forward to. But a parent of three different grade levels, 9th grade, 7th grade, and a 4th grader, it is going to be a challenging year and an exciting year because I anticipate that this will birth what I hope will become a generation of students who are interested in information technology. So,
as a parent, I'm pretty excited about school opening. The only thing I'm a bit nervous about is the whole social distancing. And if I must be completely honest, this is the first time I've actually seen my daughter gone so long without even catching a regular cold. So, that's the only thing that kind of concerns me. Other than that, yes, I think the in-person learning is better because I would say, we have the internet here could be a lot better. And being at home is very challenging because so far, my daughter, first they had to cancel class for the remaining of the day because of internet issues. And so, when it comes to that aspect of it, yeah, I'm very excited about school opening.
I'm ecstatic that school has restarted. I'm actually overly ecstatic because my daughter now, she's right now in grade 6. So, I have my baby girl is going on to high school next year. So I am looking forward to this school year very much. My son also, he's going on to grade 7, grade 8 now. So I have big little people coming into the world. So I'm just excited for the fact that they're back into school. And my daughter, I asked her how was the first day. She loved it. She was very, iffy about it before, but I'm excited. I'm also excited for the fact that they're going to be back into the classrooms. I need the kids to get back into the classroom because the home setting is a bit too relaxed. Kids learn from one another. I think the kids who are a bit bored also being home, they're missing that union, that communion and so forth, So I'm excited for the fact that they're getting back into the school settings. God forbid anything doesn't happen again. We should have a wonderful school year. I'm also pleading with the ministry. please support these teachers. Support these teachers as much as possible. Give these teachers the tools they need. Me coming from education, from educational background, I have always started the fact that I don't think we've had enough support from the ministry itself. And I think it's high time these teachers get the support they need, give them the resources they need to equip these children with the education they need going forward. And I'm gonna push for this. I'm gonna stress and exhaust this topic. Support the teachers. Give them the tools they need. I also see that we're gonna be opening up the country the 1st of December and so forth. So, these are also, a learning experience for us as a country. We can't afford to fall behind the 8 ball. We have to stay in front of the 8 ball right now. So, look, I'm so happy school has started again. I can't say much, but
Kala, we heard there from 3 different parents, many of them from varying age groups, sure some public and private, but ultimately we see where parents seem quite excited and quite happy that students are, not only is school open, but students have the opportunity now to return to in-person session. Of course, one parent specifying really and truly the internet and the technical difficulties that go along with virtual learning has been posing a problem. So we, of course, want to take this opportunity to wish our students of the Virgin Islands, both public and private, a safe 2021 school year. We want to wish all the establishments and the schools and principals and teachers a safe and returning to journey. We wish them all the best, and we're happy to see again that we are finally moving towards a state of normalcy.
Most definitely. As we move on, today the Premier of the Virgin Islands, Honorable Andrew Foy, was scheduled to go forth in the House of Assembly to pardon Honorable Mark Vanterpool, the representative for the 4th Electoral District 4, to vacate his seat as an elected member. Now, according to the BVI Constitution, an elected member of the House of Assembly shall vacate his or her seat if that member is a director or manager of a company that is contracted to do business with the government. However, the Constitution also states that the House of Assembly allows this member to remain in his seat if such contracts are disclosed to the House within a reasonable time. This request is being made because the government is currently doing business with 2 companies that Honorable Vanterpool has association with. Now, firstly, Honorable Vanterpool is the owner of One Mart Superstore. The Ministry of Health and Social Development has contracted the superstore to provide over $800,000 worth of food packages and sanitary supplies to assist the Virgin Islands population during the COVID-19 pandemic. The said contract was signed on July 21st, 2020. One Mart also provided food packages and sanitary supplies to the government from March 2020 to May 2020 amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. Reports have shown that One Mart has already provided food, furniture, appliances, and household items to government ministries and departments and the residents of the office of the governor in the past. And in the second instance, Honorable Vanterpool is the director of Shoreside Development BVI Limited. The government has transferred a lease of 0.125 acres of land to Shoreside Development. The value of the lease agreement has not been yet made public. So, Ron, we see where this is happening or happened in the House of Assembly today.
And has happened many times before, really to accommodate the transaction between government ministers. Now, still ahead, BVI's very own Hashim Lewis wins the Nevis Song Competition. We're going to wish him all the best and congratulations on this success, as well as so much news. All this and more after a word from our sponsors. My tongue is just... Brilliant Hands and Minds Tutoring Services. One-on-one tutorials in math and English, intense homework assistance, academic enrichment, school projects, effective communication communication and public speaking development. Sign language for adults and children on Saturdays only. Registered with the Virgin Islands High School Certificate Program, Brilliant Hands and Minds can help you too. Offering intense curriculum-based training to help you or your loved ones get their high school diploma. It's time to make your family's education a #1 priority. Hurry, space is limited. Brilliant Hands and Minds Learning Center. We are the trained education professionals. Viewers, welcome back. You're watching 284 News. And now the winner of the Nevis Song Competition is our very own here in the BVI, Hashim Lewis, with his string rendition of Nevis Nice, a very stirring creative song, and that was announced at an exciting Bringing Life and Culture event showcase hosted by the Dersri Otley and Sean Roy Caesar on Thursday evening, September 17th. 2020. Now, the song competition was, of course, organized and promoted by the Nevis Tourism Authority in collaboration with the Culturama Secretariat. From the 12 entries submitted, 6 finalists were chosen to perform at the BLAC showcase, which also included cultural performances by the Queen's City Symphony and Masquerade. Hashim Lewis, who actually performed remotely from the beautiful British Virgin Islands, took home the grand prize with his captivating medley, Nevis Nice. Now, just imagine going virtual and still winning. Imagine if he was in person. Now, the other finalists were Andrew Hendrickson with Nevis is #1, Shindria Herbert with A Perfect Place, Joel Phillip with That's Who We Are, Vanel Powell with Welcome to Nevis, and Diligion Rupa with Island Paradise. Now, during the course of the evening, 3 legendary Nevisian artists were introduced in a very scenic, vintage filmed at a very picturesque location in Nevis and honored by the NTA and the Culturama Secretariat. Tyrone O'Flaherty, best known for Culturama Fever, King Miko, who created the original hit Nevis Nice, and Joseph Jugu Brandy, master drummer, were each presented with a certificate of appreciation in recognition of their individual contribution to the Nevis tourism product. Now, Mr. Lewis won a cash prize of $5,000 EC. His winning song will be professionally mixed and mastered by an internationally acclaimed music producer, Drew Cribb from Barbados. He will also have an opportunity to sing on a rhythm that is either performed or produced by the internationally recognized music producer. Now, the prize-winning song was chosen by a top quality judging panel comprised of local, regional, and of course international performers, the songwriters and performers. The 7-member panel of judges were the voice winner, Soca King Ricardo Drew, composer Hensel Manners, Gloria S. Daly Robinson, aka Queenie G, who dominated the pageant stage and attended various pageants and won quite a number of titles and placements in the St. Kitts Carnival, and Warren Moving, an experienced judge, solo and choir singer, and poetry composer. Now, congratulatory remarks and messages came in from 3 judges, Alison Hines of Barbados, Ricardo Drew in Antigua, and Tisanchin, the very talented out of Jamaica. They beamed with pride and joy throughout the festive evening, giving congratulations to the contestants, specifically Mr. Hashim Lewis. So here we see, Kyla, where across the region, countries are continuing with their celebrations. They're continuing with their festivities, believe it or not only in Nevis, but recently St. Kitts.
Right.
The Federation of St. Kitts celebrated their independence, St. Kitts and Nevis, and they took to the streets and had a grand time in just celebrating their independence and history and heritage and culture. So we want to extend our hearty congratulations to Mr. Lewis, as well as the other contestants who did very well. And of course, he is from the beautiful British Virgin Islands.
Most definitely. Ron, as you said, what if he was there in person? And good point, because if he can win over, virtual platforms, imagine if he was in person to really put on a show. But also we see where in these times, unconventionally, it opens so much opportunities right here from the comfort maybe of his home, being able to compose a song, deliver it, and win a competition over in Nevis. So this is just a reminder to many persons that the sky is the limit. Yes, it is a very unfortunate situation, but there's so much that can be done now that the world is at your fingertips.
And as they say in show business, the show must go on, and that it did over in Nevis. Viewers, that's all the time we have. We thank you so much for sticking with us. We've been covering a lot of local, regional, and of course international news. We're Tweet for your source for all things news. I'm Ron Grant.
And I am Kyla Kenesha Forbes. Have a good evening, everyone.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Bye-bye.